mic if you know me. Well, I'm pretty loud with that. First off, I'd like to thank Kevin, Kurt, Jean, and Jennifer. Where did Kurt?
We're back.
Back in the back. Oh,
love you.
For the hosting this wonderful event that we have today, and their facility is beautiful, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this for me and for my family and friends that are here tonight. I'd like to introduce some important people. That's my family. First off, I have my mother, Gallegos, over here. My older brother Philip was here with his grandkids, and they thought it was going to be a fun party, like bounce houses and water slides. So of course I couldn't stick around long, so he left. I do have my next brother, Dan Gallegos, over here. My sister, Cece Gallegos, by my mom. And my other sister, Diana Gallegos, over here, or Gonzalez. And her husband, Miguel. My niece, Cece. And most important, who have to hear me talk about everything in the city, and all of my residents in Madera are my own kids. And I have Sammy, who, come on up, Sammy, who is my middle child. I have Kelly, who is my youngest, and I have a son who's older, who is at work and couldn't get away. That's Donovan. And if you go to Fast Track Car Wash, he's the general manager with the black trim glasses, the big young man. He belongs to me. So I'd like to thank my family for supporting me in this re-election. They put up with 2 years of me not being at certain places, because if you know me, when I jump in, I'm going to jump in and do 360. I'm not going to do 100%, I'm going to do 360. And so sometimes some of their stuff gets pushed aside, because I feel my residents, my friends, and my family, they come first. It's important. I love Madera, and I want to make it better. That's why I decided to step in when Sally Bonprezi stepped down. And Kelly was the last one I had to raise, was going into college, and she had stepped down at the right time. And I'm up again now on my ticket for 4 years for my re-election. So thank you, ladies. I know you don't want to stand up here, so I'll let you go. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I've been doing the last 2 years. A lot of you know, if you talk with me, you see, and a lot of it is just the needs of the city. And it's not the sexiest thing that I've been working on, but it's like our well system. When you open your faucet and there's clean water coming out. That is because we've improved our wells, increased our water system, so that when you do open that faucet, it comes out clean. The second thing is a wastewater treatment plant. Whoa, was that a mess when I came walking in. And I've been working on that, and now we're fully staffed. And so that's the one thing that I know you don't want to have happen when you're flushing the toilet. And it's not something that people want to go out to and talk about. But I bless the gentlemen that are out there working in the wastewater treatment plant, because that is another thing that's most important in our city. Another thing is our Quimby Act that I helped put into place, and that is to make sure when developers come in our city that they're giving us land, donating land, so that we can build parks. As you know, we don't have enough parks in the city of Madera. I'm a park rec gal. That's how I grew up in this city. And so that is dear to my heart, is making sure that we have more green space for our children to play on, more to get them off those phones and tablets. And even though technology is great, but they need to get off that and go out and have fun and play. Measure K was thanks to all of you here in the city of Madera that have sales tax, that put 12 officers on the ground. So I thank you, residents, for doing that. We also are building a new fire station in our district, District 1, that I got to be a part of because it's my district. It's beautiful. We have the plans drawn up, we have the land purchase, and now we are hoping to have completion December 2019, that you will see a beautiful fire station because of all of you. So, another thing is neighborhood watch, and I have some of my captains here. So I have Marty Talbert, I have Miss Holiday, I have Annette Kwok. I didn't write them down. I have somebody else. Who else is my neighborhood watch? I'm gonna make you. Oh, Kathy Lopez and Tiabra Garcia. These people have stepped up in their neighborhoods to take care of their neighbors and get them all together and meet and say, hey, we got to take back our streets. They're now the eyes and ears for us as council members to say, we need some things done, we need some changes. And a lot of people think, oh, nothing's going to happen. Oh, well, let me tell you, Miss Holiday can probably tell you a story about Thrive when they were being victimized by the people that were going there and doing trash in their neighborhoods. The Rollins aren't here, and their captains, and they had a lot to say about striping on the road that they couldn't get done. Well, they got together with Neighborhood Watch, and that was a good thing. So Again, I feel like I'm, my daughter said, the voice of the people, that I'm out there with the residents, and I was in your shoes, and I saw things that were happening in the city that I wanted to change. But I would like to commend my neighborhood watch captains for all that they do, and it's not easy. Trying to pull your neighbors out of the house. Come on, we have a meeting. They're just getting home from work. Another meeting. But these are kind of fun. And on August 7th, we have National Night Out. Put it on your calendars where you go out and meet your neighbors and have a good time. So I'd like to thank my neighborhood watch captains here. The next thing real fast are, people ask, you know, why am I here in city government now? Why am I getting involved? And then, where have you been? I had our chief of police ask me when I first started, where have you been hiding, Cece? Well, if you know me, my kids came first. And I was involved in everything you can imagine when it comes to the, you know, sports, activities, nonprofit organizations. I still do belong to the Evening Lions. That's the only thing that I kept, plus City Council, because in order to do it right, that was the thing I needed to do. So I'd like to bring up my #1 mentor, my mom. Come on up. And my dad is also, but he passed about a few months ago. But people ask, thank you, Councilwoman, for all that you do. Thank you for doing this and this. And I tell them, you know, I appreciate your thank you, but it really goes to my parents. My parents are who, all 5 of us, we're great individuals, and we're involved in our community, and we do so much for our kids, but it stemmed from our parents. Our parents are the ones that need to get the thank yous, because they're the ones that have brought me up and given me values and integrity, and to make the right decisions that I need to make as a councilwoman. Come on up. Come on down. Larry Hidden hired all 5 of us. We're 5 siblings. He worked with my brothers, and he hired my sisters to be part of his. Come this way, Larry.
I dressed up for the occasion.
And he hired me to be a program leader that brought in like karate programs for children, tiny tots. He also said, Cece, you know what? You've got the skills. You have the drive. I got to bring back the Easter egg hunt that we now do. I got to bring back 4th of July when it was at Town and Country Park. Larry gave me the opportunity to be a leader when I was young, and knew that I could run with it because I had mentors that guided me through those adventures. So I'd like to thank Larry. I'm here too because of all that he's done for me. If you know Sensei Pete from the dojo, he started out with us, and he's a very successful businessman now in the city of Madera. And it all stemmed from the leadership and the mentors that are around us. The next one is Art Davis, who couldn't be here tonight. His daughter had surgery, so we apologize. He hired me 27 years ago to become a teacher. And because of that, I feel that I've really changed some lives and some children, but again in the educational field. But that's not the part that helped. The part that helped was I mentor new teachers. And I got involved in MUTA. And MUTA is almost like government. It's on the other side of the table. And I became vice president of MUTA and then rep at large. And that's when I really started to see the budgeting of things, the negotiating things. And that really helped. And that stemmed from Art Davis. The last mentor I like to bring up is Jim Talbert. Come on down, Jim Talbert. Right here by my mom. No, there you guys, stay here. Stay here. When I became on city council, a lot of people run from you because you want all this knowledge. And Jim was one that kind of just stood by me and said, okay, Cece, what do you need? And made the time. As you know, I am who I am because my parents gave us time, as I give my children time. Jim Talbert gave me the time that I needed to learn the stuff in the city of Madera with budgets, with infrastructure. Boy, I know piping, sewer, water. This gentleman knows the inside of and outside of everything in Madera, to the bottom to the top. If I had any questions, he could give me the answers. And that's what I needed. When I have issues and I'm not knowledgeable, I go to the people that are to give me the insight to make the right decisions. And so I thank Jim Talbert for that time and that he gives me to this day. If I call any of these ones up here, they give me the time, and that's what I think is important in our city. So then I had someone say, Cece, new vision? Really? New vision for Madera? Aren't you on city council already? Yes, I am, but I have a new vision as a re-elect. And my new vision is that we need to unite together, and that means not just me, all of you. Because these people up here know that I fight hard. And I am trying to do the best I can do for Madera, but I can't do it without each and every one of you. So I need you to step up, and I need to have your voice heard. I can't do it without you. I'm doing the best I can do. I'm one of 7, but with all of you that can be behind me, in front of me, the side of me, and we can move what we need to do in the city. I really truly believe Madera is a hidden secret. That we are 2 hours from the beach. We're 2 hours from an amusement park. We're 2 hours from Yosemite. We're 2 hours between anything that you can imagine. But we're not letting people know about us. I think we're selling Madera short. We have a lot to offer, including development and businesses that need to come in and find out all the great things we have in Madera. I love it. I'm not going anywhere. I was born and raised here. I plan to be buried here. I love it. So that is kind of my vision. I serve 5,000 voters, but I have more in my district. But this is what counts, are the voters. If I don't have the votes, I don't make it back on the council. I have to tell you that probably 3/4 of people in this room are registered voters in my district. And I think that is awesome that you came out tonight to support me. Even if you're not in my district, I can still put a sign in your yard. Because people that are in my district will go to your house or pass by, and it shows that you support in what I believe in. I also want to do a shout out to some of my commissioners. As council members, we have to appoint people in certain commissions to kind of give us insight. I have Tim Richey, who's my ADA commissioner. I have Mr. Lateef is not mine, but he is on our ADA. You're ADA with Mr. Richey. I also have Robin Jenkins, who's my transportation commissioner, and I have several others. Jimmy De Silva is also on the planning commission back here. He's not mine, but he does give me a lot of insight to stuff that happens in the city. So what I
and DJ's the president.
Oh, DJ's the president of the AD. Again, not mine, but supporters. That's what counts. So I just want to tell everybody that I feel that I'm the right person, is at the right time to do the right job. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and everybody to take your time, because I know you have a busy schedule, to come out into the heat and have some goodies and just be there and say, it's a kickoff day. My team said, Cece, you got to have kickoff. And I'm like, well, I've always do it myself. I kind of just do it myself. But my team, I'd like to thank my team that has been here to support me. And it's going to be between now and November. We don't know if I have an opponent yet. We have one that pulled papers but hasn't turned them in. So we'll see. What I'm saying is bring it on. See if you look at Jeremy.